Hey royalties, welcome back to the channel. So for Jonathan Majors, it seemed like he's having a glimpse of a light at the end of the tunnel because he just bagged his first role since after his conviction in a movie, a supernatural revenge thriller titled Merciless. This is definitely a step in the right direction in his journey of change and self-discovery. So I'm excited about that one for him. And also, Jonathan Majors got really emotional while receiving his Perseverance Award at the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Award that happened on Friday in Los Angeles. All of that we'll be talking about in this video. But first, hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Royalty, back with another celebrity relationship gist. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. And if you're new, you're so welcome. Please consider being a part of us by hitting the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to not miss another video. Thank you. So Jonathan Majors is set to star in a new movie, an original screenplay by Frank Hanna and of course produced by Christopher Tolfin. You guys, this is his first movie since the conviction, of course, with his case from his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, where he was convicted for assault and of course harassment. He was sentenced to a 52-week in-person domestic violence intervention program after being convicted, of course, of assault degree and harassment. This happened in December of 2023. The charges, which are a misdemeanor and a violation, carried a sentence up to 1 year in prison. Y'all recall when all of this happened, Jonathan, who was just rising off from Creed 3 and of course his role as King Khan in Marvel Quantumania, everything was just crashing down because everybody, of course, was dropping him. Agencies, movie roles, ads program, everyone was dropping him. And so the fact that Christopher Tolfin chose him for this lead role and of course his first movie since the conviction is making everyone talk like, hey, is this a good thing or is this minimizing the seriousness and effect of his crime? Y'all recall Christopher Tolfin from the movie Sound of Freedom. A lot of people think he's very controversial and twisted, and so people are wondering if he chose him for this lead role despite his convictions, or he was chosen just for his conviction, because his role in the movie is kind of like similar to what is happening in his current life. So Merciless follows a top CIA interrogator who, after the woman he loves is overtaken by a malevolent force, is forced to go even darker to defeat it. Merciless intertwines themes of possession, revenge, and personal justice within a haunting narrative. It explores the physiological descent of John, played by Jonathan Majors, and the supernatural forces challenging his sanity. You're thinking about that it has to do with revenge and of course justice, you know, the whole justice system, because with the case of Jonathan Majors, the case and the conviction, we all can agree that there was a lot of technicalities involved in that case. Also maybe a little bit of lack of thoroughness on the part of Jonathan's attorney or legal team, because I mean, standing on self-defense, because we all saw that clip. We cannot deny that we saw this woman literally chasing him down blocks to blocks in the streets of New York. As huge as Jonathan was, he was running for his dear life, and that was just something we saw in the public, captured by streets cam. You can then imagine the things that have been happening inside their home, how she must have pushed him to the point that he reacted. I agree, there is no excusing. A man should be able to comport himself with self-control, and so should a woman. So we all can agree that there was a lot of technicalities with his case, not to dismiss everything or the evidence that Grace Jabari's legal team brought forward, not to dismiss all of that, but we can also say the victim is not entirely innocent given what we all saw firsthand. So with all of this, I feel like he deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves a second chance. We've seen people with criminal cases also run for presidency. Yo, like, child, I'm just saying. So everybody deserves a second chance. Although there's the school of thought saying that Christopher Tolfin giving him an opportunity or role is just like minimizing the seriousness of his crime and, you know, making victims. I don't know, but what is your thought, you guys, and all of that? Do you think that it minimizes the seriousness of his crime, and the case and his convictions? Or do you guys think he deserves a second chance? Like this commenter who says, I'm so happy for him. Now all that negative energy is behind him. Majors can now move forward with his life and career. All the best, sir. And another commenter say, really didn't and wouldn't miss this guy. Another person say, I'm glad for him. I hope he gets his life back. And I personally hope he does get his life back. I mean, everyone deserves a second chance, and I believe he must have learned deeply a lot of lessons from what has happened. Even though I don't want to talk about it, but I cannot ignore it, because on this street, y'all, people are talking about, yes, he must have learned, where to date around, because right now he's being held down by his brown-skinned girlfriend, Meagan Good, and he was put into trouble by, of course, Grace Jabari, who is from a different race. That doesn't mean if he was dating a black sister, he wouldn't be in trouble. If he loses temper or his character, of course he will. But that's what the folks on the street are saying. Do y'all think he would never date outside of his race anymore? Or he would learn to stick with a sister as well? Talking about learning his lesson, during the Hollywood Unlocked Awards, he was awarded the Perseverance Award, and he gave this heartfelt speech. And this is what he said. Reading from Entertainment Weekly, he said, I reckon folks want to know about this. Last year, as a black man in the criminal justice system, I felt anger. I felt sadness, hurt, surprise when they snatched me up out of my apartment in handcuffs. I didn't feel like all that. I didn't feel like Jonathan Majors, Mr. Creed, Mr. Kang. I felt like a little scared, weak boy, despite the support and the evidence that was in my favor. I knew S was bad. It was bad because of who I was and what I am. That's absolutely true. Just like I said again, I felt like maybe his legal team, did not really do a thorough work, because this guy had evidence in his favor. But then again, being who he was with fame and someone in the public eye, of course, Grace Jabari, his ex, was going to dig deep for this with everything that she got to hook him, with her claws on the neck. Anyway, he went on in his speech. He said, we live in a world where men, black men in particular, are propped up as either superheroes or supervillains. But I've come to realize, me personally, I ain't none of that. It was fun, but I'm just me. I'm imperfect. I have shortcomings. I acknowledge them. My faith has been tested and has been strengthened over the last year. I will say this, there'll be moments in your life where things get dark, and I mean really dark. And I've seen them depths. I've seen that darkness in myself. I've sat in that pitch black. And what I've learned is that when you catch a glimpse of light, you run as hard and as fast as you can towards it. And I'll never take that light for granted again. He also took a moment to thank his family, his girlfriend Meagan Good, and several other celebrities for their support, including Will Smith, Tyler Perry, David Oyelowo, Whoopi Goldberg, and his Lovecraft Country co-star Courtney B. Vance. And I'm just wondering if he also got support from Michael B. Jordan. Of course, are you surprised that Tyler Perry and Will Smith is supporting him? Of course. These guys have also had their names in the blogs with a lot of rumors surrounding them. And Will Smith also has had first-hand share of the cancel culture. So of course, it's only fair that he supports. And I believe Jonathan, also being given this grace from this celeb, will also do the same to support another brother that may find himself in a similar situation like him. So he went on to say, disappointment is a hell of a teacher. It teaches you what is divinely authorized cannot be edited or deleted. It demands that you move with a heightened discernment and confidently abstain from what does not serve you. It can also gift you with a bittersweet lesson of that acceptance. I received this award not just an acknowledgement that I have persevered, but as a command to be there for others and to help them when and if their trials come. Well guys, I'm glad that the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Award chose him as a recipient. From his statement, I believe and I want to believe that he's learned his lessons, also to put his character in check and also from the 52-week program that he's going through. There will be a lot to learn, especially about Hollywood, how quickly they're rushing for you when your talent is all over the place and everybody, the light is beaming on you, and how quickly they drop you when things get messy. So I'm hoping really he has learned. But what are your thoughts, you guys, on Jonathan Major's whole situation, having his first movie since his conviction? Do y'all think that is a step in the right direction in his journey of wholesomeness, self-discovery, and also for the sake of second chances? And what are your thoughts also on his emotional speech during the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Award while receiving his Perseverance Award?
I love you beyond all limits. With all my strength. With all my heart, I love you. I'm supposed to be this tough and strong, but you done carried me so many nights. I love you. Do the fire.
You guys share your thoughts in the comment section. You all know I love to hear your thoughts and opinion. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you got to this point of the video, please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell to not miss another video. And until the next one, remember to pray, work out, work smart, and slay. Bye-bye.